And that you can't have sex with somebody or just to completely close yourself off. It's just being able to have sex mindfully and know when and when not to exchange energy with, certain individuals. Your divine reflection, because every divine reflection is not necessarily meant for you to exchange energy. Some people will trigger your traumas, and some people will, come to you in a space of wanting to use your sexual energy for their advantage and put you in a bad state of mind, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and leave you in like a mind fuckery state is what I call it. They're, pretty much messing you up. But you are accountable, you know what I mean, for that, because you open yourself up to that gateway and created that moment, that space with them. And although, you know what I mean, you open yourself up to those things, or sometimes in past situations, people have been raped, or they've had things happen to them when they were young and they were molested. So you want to be able to close yourself off from that energy. That's part of the orgasmic trauma release. But also being mindful now that, hey, whenever that energy that I have released and I have already tackled that demon or those entities and demons or whatever, now I'm aware whenever they come up to, they come into my presence, I know to block myself off from that, because this reminds me of a familiar spirit. And we talked about familiar spirits being complementary familiar spirits and non-complementary. So you want to be mindful of your non-complementary familiar spirits whenever they resurface, and try to come back and find a different gateway or entry point to reattach themselves to you and fuck you up all over again, so to speak. Sex magic, we are I hope y'all had a chance to read it, but it's talking about, most people hear sex magic and we think about, oh, it's all the bad stuff. Well, sex magic is really just pretty much exchanging your energy and using your energy, your sexual energy to heal yourself mindfully, or manifest something with somebody that you feel comfortable with, and being able to share space with that person to create the sacred space, to bring into existence whatever it is that you're trying to manifest from the celestial realm and bring it into the physical realm, so that you are able to bring that to fruition. Ways that you can heal yourself is by, going into things with a mindful state of mind, knowing that, hey, I'm going to exchange energy with this person. I feel like he or she is my divine reflection. I feel like I want to have sex with this person. We all grown. Whatever drew you to that person that made you say, hey, I feel like I want to exchange sexual energy with this person. Now you have to make a conscious decision, because once you create that, you have already, once you go ahead and have sex with them, you already create the spiritual contract with this person. So in creating the spiritual contract, you literally connect and bind yourself with everything they are. They're good, they're bad, they're ugly. You bind yourself with all aspects of them and their lineage, and they connect with your lineage. So it's not just for manifesting and creating a child, that same orgasmic energy that you create together. It's also for creating whatever you're going to create between each other. You know what I mean? So you want to go into it realistically, not saying that, every person that you sleep with, you have to just have in the back of your mind, we're going to get married, because that's not realistic. You know what I mean? Sometimes people come into your life for just a season. And it's good to be able to share energy with somebody in a sacred space, to create a sacred space with somebody, and be able to mindfully say, hey, I want to be with this person, but I just need a sexual re-up. I need to be sexually balanced. I need, to have some love and affection, and I want to do it mindfully. And there's nothing wrong with that. So getting away from this, it's breaking the stigmas of spirituality and sexuality, combining this as one, understanding that, hey, that is also a part of one of your basic needs. Just like you need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to, make sure you have water, all these basic things that you need to keep your body going. You also need to have sex and love and affection, and like the aspect of touch and feeling like a person that you can do that with. Not depending solely on that, because if you don't have a person, that you feel comfortable with right now in your space, or anybody in your world right now. That's what the whole orgasm, getting to know your own body about, is this all about. So you don't want to just put it on, oh, I don't feel like I have everything I need because I'm missing this special somebody. You attract that special somebody by being that special somebody to yourself first. But with sex magic, you've been in situations we've all experienced, the whole spiritual rape, or where somebody is more spiritually inclined than us, or the mind fucking is what I call the mind fuckery, where somebody is with you and they feel like, oh, I'm going, I'm about to get that, and she gonna be going crazy, or he gonna be going crazy, or you sleep together and you can't think about nothing but this dude, can't think about nothing but her. And you just like, oh my God, like, what the fuck am I doing in my life? You go into the whole, you weren't here last week, but I was talking about you get into that R. Kelly mode when he made the song, I can't eat, I can't sleep, and I won't breathe. You just get into that, like, that's the mind fuckery stage. You don't want to be able to, like, you still got to function. So being able to have sex with somebody mindfully and being realistic about, hey, this dude just trying to get some. So do I want to open myself up to that? Am I in an emotionally, mentally, spiritually stable place to say, we just want to have sex and just have a physical contact, and we just balance each other out sexually, and this is all we're going to manifest, and we're okay with that. So being able to be accountable and make those sound judgments in the midst of being fully aroused, and having that self-discipline and pulling yourself back, because that's what this is all about. Being able to balance the spiritual and the sexual, so that you don't let the sexual take over, and then you can't, function, because you getting all the sense fucked out of you every day, and in these situations, or not being so, I guess what you would say, holier than thou, or so spiritual that you feel like, oh, I don't need sex, and sex is, no, you need to have both of that. That shit is look, they come together hand in hand, one in one. Look, you can't live without the other one. You got to balance them both out. So don't try to do without one or the other. I don't know what Jessica is saying over there, but she looks like she is praising God right now. She's shaking her head like, yes, Lord. Won't he do it? So you need to have a beautiful balance and dance between these two. Facets of life, and make peace with them, because I feel like part of the reason why we get into the mindset that we're in is because we are told to be these sexual beings for, use your body and, wear this and look like this by the media and all this stuff. And then you have all these different religious systems telling you how to govern yourself sexually and spiritually. And there's no balance between the two. They don't fuse them together to make them a beautiful complement to one another. And that's what it should be. And if it's taught like that from a child, I feel like it would eliminate a lot of the chaos and trauma that we go through. One, by first getting to know our body. Two, by allowing somebody else to teach us to get to know our body. And then three, the whole way the media uses, your body is just for somebody else's pleasure. Like, pleasure is your birthright. Pleasure is what you should be experiencing in every aspect of your life, mind, body, spirit. Like, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, every aspect of your life. So we need to break this stigma and this whole bullshit teachings that we have all grown up, and now we're in our 30s and 40s and trying to figure out like why we got so much trauma to relieve, and trying to get get to know ourselves sexually and mentally, get ourselves back in the game, and going through all these all fucked up relationships and stuff because we didn't know any better, and having to learn by default, by the bad, just whooping our ass. So I feel like us having these tools and being able to give them to our daughters and our sons, and being able to have the next generation be able to understand the balance of spirituality and sexuality and fusing it as one, keep them from going down the path and make the next generation better than us. But since we're here having this class, And the reason why most of us are here is because we are trying to learn how to not be fucked up no more. I do have a clear cutting cords section where we talked about clearing and cutting the cords of past energy, sexual cords, residual energy. You dating the same dude in the new body. You keep seeing the same chick pull up and she looked like the last one that you was with. You like, damn, you remind me of something. Look, you remind me of something. I just can't figure out who it is. The last person I was with, but you got a new Jeep. No. No, R. Kelly, we not doing this shit no more. Okay, I'm gonna get off R. Kelly, but anyway.
Leave us alone, R. Kelly. Leave us alone, R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, stop the man. Clearing cords, cutting that last energy of the last person that you was with that keeps surfacing, and you keep seeing Taekwon pull up and he in a new body. He look real fine and oh my God, you know. Daquisha, she looking real cute and stuff. She got a fat booty and stuff. And you like, damn, no. Same attitude, same mind fuckery, same bullshit. I want to let this energy go. So what you do? I have a cutting cords ritual. And if you've already done this, fine, because maybe Spirit done prompted you to let one of them go. You know what I mean? That's fine. But the main thing you do is stop having sex with the person. That's the biggest thing, because every energy connects and it has a vibration in which it connects and a frequency that it connects on. And if you stop creating that environment for it to be able to latch on and have something to thrive off of, then guess what? That energy will cease to exist. So you have to be able to stop the act of sex with the individual. Sometimes, I'm going to tell you from experience, whenever you've been in that state of mind fuckery and they have fucked the sense out of you, you can't decide to do shit because your nature is telling you, I need a refill. You know, but you don't be getting refilled, you be getting depleted. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Look, Nikki Oda likes preach. We've been there together, honey. I know. But you gotta let that energy go, because they be killing your whole existence. They be stealing all your virtue. They just draining you like spiritual vampires, succubus, incubus energy.
Finally over.
You over it now? Yeah, because you just finished that waning moon ritual, so you
been done.
Yes. It took me a minute, honey. Whenever we get into the moon energy, you gotta be careful too when you having sex with somebody, not just having sex with them, but you gotta be careful where the moon at, and where the stars align, what energies are going on in the atmosphere, because that moon, look, let somebody fuck the sense out of you on a new moon. And tell me how that worked for you, yo. Like, even a full moon, you know what I mean? Like, it's potent. That's some hard energy to break. But it's not impossible. But it's just like, oh, Lord have mercy. Like, I need to just, you know what I mean? Like, whenever you're able to just walk away from it, you like, I can't do this no more. Because I choose me. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. Because before it was just like, you know, and part of that is because they attach to a trauma and a trigger. So they create an escape for you in this euphoric, what seems as a release, but they're not releasing you to be released in, you know, freedom and release you from the bullshit. They're actually releasing more bullshit into you and taking your energy. So it's just like, you just be so fucked up. And then the new moon, full moon energy, like if it's a new moon, like it's there, they may not necessarily mindfully say, I'm setting intentions on this new moon to fuck the shit out of this person, and she just gonna be fucked up, and I'm gonna have her up under my whim doing whatever I want her to do. But they may have that in the back of their mind that, you know, I'm just gonna play with her a little bit. You know what I mean? This is just my little fix or whatever. But they don't have to be in tune with the moon. But the moon is in tune with everything going on regardless. So It's still magic. Like, magic is serious. Like, people think that shit is taboo. It's just some spookism. No, this shit is real. It's real. So you stop having sex with them.